Well, happy Monday and happy National Lipstick Day, which I really think is tomorrow. But anyway, I have done the rest of my face and I thought we would play with different lipsticks and show you kind of what's on sale. So all the lipsticks I'm going to show you, I'll just show you my favorites, but our matte lipsticks, our creamy lipsticks, that look like this, $20. And the all day lips, they look like this. I put my label in here because I can't see the thing at the bottom. These are $20. Like such a good deal. So if you've been needing a new lip, maybe you need a lip going into the fall, I'm going to show you my favorites. We'll end with the long wearing ones because those are hard for me to take off and put back on. But let's play with some things. So if you've watched any of my lives, that my favorite lipstick is Powerful. It is a great mauve. Let me put that on for you. I'm not going to do any lip liner today because I'm going to go on and off with some things. So Powerful is a great dusty mauve. Such a pretty color. This has been my go-to for years. And then, as you know, I ombre with Minted, and Minted is on the sale. So if you don't have your Minted yet, let's get the Minted at $20. So take this and just go a little. Isn't that gorgeous? Such a pretty color. Such a pretty color. All right, so that's my first one. So that's Powerful. That's a need. I mean, to me, it's a really good neutral because I am so pale and my lips are so pale. That's the key. My lips are pale. That if I do, I hate it when they do this. I can't get my cleansing cloth out. If I do too pale of a lip, it just washes me out. So I need something that has a little bit of a oomph behind it. So I'm going to take my cleansing cloths, which these are awesome. They do not dry your face out. Those are available on my storefront as well. I'm going to take a cleansing cloth and then wipe this off and then put on a different color. So this would be Dusty Mauve. This is Powerful with a little bit of Minted. All right, let's do another color. All right. So if you need a brown lip going into fall, let me show you one of the prettiest brown lips. So with almost everything, I'm going to ombre with Minted. So that's just one you add to your cart. And you'll just comment the word Monday and I will hook you up with the cart. It's not my normal storefront. It's a flash sale kind of in a different spot. So I'll get you the right link. But this color is called Moneyed. It is such a pretty brown. And I know brown's not for everyone, but it's really pretty for the fall. Now, I would do lip liners with all of these, especially these darker colors, but for today's purpose, we're just going to show the colors. All right, so that's Moneyed. And then, of course, if you want to lighten it up, because you have Minted, you're just going to place that same place, right there in the middle. Isn't that a gorgeous brown? Just an everyday neutral. Brown lip doesn't have to be totally scary, but I like that one. So that's Moneyed with Minted. So those are both $20 each. I mean, it's like a $9 savings on each. But when we get to the end and we do our splash lipsticks, which are our 12-hour all-day wear, those are on sale for $20 each. And that's a $12 savings. So if you've been eyeing the long wearing ones, today's the day. And the sale only runs today and tomorrow. I have no control over extending that. So today and tomorrow only, those are on sale. All right, another favorite of mine from these is this color called Loaded. Now, this is a brighter pink, right? So not that dusty mauve. This one is more of a pink. And it's a little intense, in my opinion, right? But with our trusty Minted, seeing a theme, with our trusty Minted, I can make this a color I can wear on the regular. So, see how that just toned that down? It's so great. I need to wipe off my Minted now. We're getting all different colors mixed in there. All right, so that's Loaded. I like that. I like how it started out a little like, woo! And then you add the Minted and it's like, ooh, that's a color I can get behind, right? When you just need a little bolder of a lip, that's a good one. All right, let me show you a light pink. I don't wear very often because, again, I think it washes me out. Y'all can tell me. Tell me in the comments which one's your favorite. All right, so this color is very pretty. It's just a little pale for me. Let me show you. Now, you might like a pale pink lip. I just don't think it looks good on me. It's a gorgeous color. This one's called Easy Street. Gorgeous color. I just think it washes me out. Opinions? Thoughts? I think I look better with a bolder lip. I don't know if it's because I'm so pale. I don't know. It's just not my fave. But if you like a pink lip and you can rock a pink lip, this is a gorgeous shade. It just doesn't work for me. All right, I've got a couple more to show you before we move on to our long wearing lipsticks. All right, this color. Hot pink. I said I look better in bolder colors. So let's see how bold this is. Oh, wowza. All right, so this color is called Flaunty. It needs Minted. Now that is a statement. I don't think I'd wear it with this shirt, but if we just pretend this shirt is not pink, that's a pretty bold lip. I don't know. Would you rock a bold lip? That might be a little bold. I don't know. I like it though. I kind of like it. Crazy. All right, I need another ply. All right, I've got a couple more, and then we'll move into our long wearing lipsticks. And I'm only going to show a couple of those because, again, taking those off is kind of a pain, which it's a good pain. That's why they're a 12-hour wear. All right, so that was Flaunty, right? Yes, Flaunty. Hot pink. And every single one I have put a little Minted on so far. All right. Let me show you another easy light color. This one I wear more than I wear the Easy Street. So remember, Easy Street was that pale pink. This one is called Affluent. It's still in the pink family. It's not as dark as Powerful, right? Because that's a dusty mauve. So it's this color, and I think I like this color better on me than the Easy Street. The Easy Street washes me out. I don't feel like this one does. So when I'm choosing between kind of an everyday light pink, I would go with Affluent, personally. But you know what looks good on you, right? So your two kind of light pinks would be Affluent or Easy Street. And then stepping up one, you go with Powerful. And that gets you in that mauve kind of category. But very pretty color. All right, so that's that. And then I've got one more. Now, I don't rock a red lip very often. Like, never. There's something about, I don't know. It's just too much for me. I don't know. So I should have two more. Let me show you. All right. This shade. All right, this one's called Wealthy. Now, this is not going in my makeup bag for every day. There are occasions when a red lip is needed, right? Okay, here we go. Again, lip liner, necessary. All right. Yeah. What do we think? Wealthy? Does Wealthy need a little minted? Let's see if that changes things. Because right now I'm like, not sure. Didn't change it much, did it? What do we think? I don't know. I'm not sure I'm liking the red. Personal choice. All right, last one before we move on to Splash. This color is called Fab, F-A-B. And it is a gorgeous, almost purple leaning color. Now see, I can get behind this color. Isn't that funny? I can do a purple, but I can't do a red. What's up with that? All right, so that color is called Fab. Again, all of the lipsticks are on sale for 48 hours. It started this morning, ends tomorrow night. So if you need a refresh of a lipstick, now is your chance. Let's see what Minted does to Fab. Ooh, I like that. I could get behind that color. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 9 if you count this one. But I use this one with everything. So that's 9 different options I've showed you in our Opulence line, which is our matte or our creamy. So some were matte, some were creamy. I didn't really differentiate between those. All right, so let's take this off, and I'm only gonna show you a couple of the Splash, and we'll end with the one I'm gonna wear for the afternoon. All right. So I think what I'll do is start with what I just ended with, basically. I'll explain. Hold on. I've got things all over the place. All right. We're gonna go there. Okay. So I'm gonna show you 4 different in the All Day Splash. These are 12-hour. They don't transfer once they kind of set into your lips. I love these for when I need to get ready earlier and I need it to last. I love these for date nights. If we're going to dinner, gonna grab a quick appetizer or something like that. It's so easy to put these on and you don't need to reapply. So, wow, my lips are not happy with me right now. Hold on. Let's put a little lip mask on and let that sit for half a second. So while I like all the lipsticks I just showed you, those are a true just lipstick, right? You're going to have to reapply after you've eaten, after you've, like throughout the day as things go. But we're all used to that, right? But what I like is when I can be intentional with a color that I know I'm going to rock the whole day and I won't need to touch it. We went to a concert a few weeks back and I wore one of the shade combinations I'm going to wear today. We went and had appetizers and, ate a little before we went to the concert. I did not reapply after. And then we went to the concert and I still had lipstick on when I came home. It's that kind of wear that I like. So, all right, let's put on Purple Vein. So it's purple, but it's very pretty. So it has this doe foot applicator thing. So what I do, a little bit goes a long way. So it's kind of a good opportunity to pick these up because I've had mine, when did we launch these? 2 years ago-ish? I haven't had to replace one yet. So that tells you how much product you don't use, right? Okay, so I wipe it off so there's not much product on here. And then the way I like to apply it is I draw out my bottom lip, then I'm gonna smush my lips together, then I'm gonna fix my Cupid's bow. Now, if you didn't have enough product, you could go back and put more on, but I feel like the less is more, it'll absorb better. It won't be sloughing off because there's a layer. Does that make sense? Then the other thing I would caution on, so how I ombre with Mented for everything on the other lipsticks, if you put Mented on top of this, Mented is not an all day, right? So you could do it, it would be beautiful, but it's going to transfer onto your straw, onto your fork, onto whatever, right? So my answer to that is a shade called Naughty Biscotti. It is this gorgeous neutral shade. It's like a camel color almost. So you could ombre with that and it would stay all day because it's in the same line, right? So I never wear this shade by itself. I use this shade kind of like I use Mented to ombre as I need with my splash. All right, so that was Purple Vein with a little Naughty Biscotti. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna end in the one I'm gonna wear because I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going out of town on a work trip this week. So all the things working. I got nails today. Going to the eye doctor tomorrow because I can't see out of my contact. I've been putting glasses on top of my contact and I'm like, how is that helpful? It kind of defeats the purpose. Why don't I just wear glasses if I'm going to do that? So, hoping he'll have a good solution for me tomorrow. All right. Next up, this shade is called Love You Latte. Great going into fall. It's a brown. It's a deeper brown. And its undertones are very coffee-like. I mean, I think the color name is perfect. because it's very deep. But very pretty. Now again, if I was going to ombre, I'm going to ombre with Naughty Biscotti. Look at how that lightened that up, right? That's a pretty lip. Goes well with my brown eyes too. My brown eyeshadow. All right, so that was Love You Latte. And I'm going to finish with my favorite in the Splash line, which is Dirty Chai with Naughty Biscotti. To me, it is a wonderful shade. But honestly, out of everything I've tried on today, there's only been like 2 where I'm like, no, not me. Right? That was the really light pink that I felt washed me out. And the bright red. But yet, I feel like I can rock the purple every day. Every day. Like, it's so weird. Like, what's your color? What's the one you can't do and the one you can do? All right. Last lip. And then my lips are going to say, thank you. Stop. All right, so this is Dirty Chai. So whereas Love You Latte, it was a deep, rich brown, this is a little, oh, let me just show you. It's a little lighter. It almost has a little bit of a red undertone. Or like a cinnamon undertone. That's not cinnamon in flavor. Nothing but flavor. Just the color appearance. One of my favorites. And then I do ombre this one with the Naughty Biscotti because I feel like this color combination looks awesome. Isn't that pretty? And again, if I let that just kind of hang out for a little bit, you know, don't go drinking my coffee that's sitting over here getting cold. Let that kind of hang for just a minute. It kind of absorbs into your lips, and then this will last me all afternoon. So comment below what was your favorite. Comment Monday, and I'll shoot you the link to the sale. Again, today's Monday. The sale ends Tuesday. So if there's a shade that you're liking, let's get it. All right, that was Playing with Lipstick. Hope you enjoyed. Talk soon.